Magical Mothering Method. I'm Stephanie Matthews, and this is the Crown Chakra marketing. Now, how do we market ourselves in integrity with our oneness? This is a really powerful way of thinking differently about all of our marketing. When we realize on a very core level that we are not separated or isolated, but we are a part, that our gifts, our abilities, our powers, our intuition, our integration of our whole selves is a vital component to the wholeness. And what we offer is not only necessary, but deeply and truly needed in this world. When we realize that as we are in our being is what we are meant to be sharing, marketing is no longer about selling or trying to recruit or promote. We suddenly realize that we're sharing our oneness. We're sharing our unique abilities, very similar to what I was sharing about in the video a few weeks ago when we did the Crown Chakra activation. When we realize that we are a vital component, that the hand cannot work well without the heart, that we are a very specific part of the integration of the wholeness, and our abilities are meant to be shared. I want to really start thinking about marketing differently. And so what we're going to do is we're going to integrate the Crown Chakra through a unique way of thinking about marketing. I want us to have a thought. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes. And I want you to begin to think of a thought as if it is an entity or being or a powerful bubble that is actually going to come out of your mind, and you can enclose that thought in a form, a bubble or a shape, and realize that every thought you have is actually its own unique little being. And when we integrate this into our knowingness, when we integrate this aspect that our thoughts that release out of our minds and go out into the world are in fact little beings in and of themselves, we will have much more mindfulness about them. And so I want you to begin to think about what it is, who you are, and how your being markets itself to the world. And I want to actually form a thought bubble that does not just immediately come into your mind and go out into the universe. I want you to actually take this whole week and nurture and feed and create and very intentionally make this thought bubble. And so you're going to I want you to take your hands, and you can open your eyes if you want, or you can keep them closed, and I want you to rub your hands together. And I want you to feel the warmth that is coming from your hands, and I want you to separate them now and feel that you've actually created an energy ball between your hands. I want you to imagine that you're taking this ball and you're making it stronger and more powerful with your own beingness. And now I want you to take a thought form. I want you to take in your mind's eye either a scene or a picture or words or symbols, and I want you to imagine those words and symbols coming out of your third eye into this ball of energy. You can do this either with eyes opened or eyes closed, however is most comfortable for you. And I want you to begin to see very clearly the thoughts that you need that are for you. You're going to use the statements that we learned last week to put into this thought form that your gifts are needed. The world is ready for you. You are open and willing to stay in source energy, knowing that the universe is for you, allowing your body to stay in alignment and oneness, keeping focus on who and what you are so that you can put these thought forms into this little ball of energy. And when you're done, you can just set it in a very sacred space. So a place that maybe is not going to get disturbed. If you have a shelf, maybe a mantle, if you have an altar, if you have somewhere that you can place this ball, you can put it in a little chest if you want, but I want you to place it in there. And morning and night, I want you to take this little ball, put more energy, more thought, more power, more of you into this thought form. Really building up a very clear picture of who you're working with, what you're serving, how you're doing it, in what capacities it is, and then place it back into that sacred space and pull it back out each morning and each night for the next week. And then on that final day, I want you to pull out this thought form and I want you to send it out into the world so that it can then be creating and connecting and aligning and moving all the people that you are meant to be serving and working with and creating with and collaborating with and joining with and sharing with. It can go and integrate with all of those individuals and plant the seeds in those individuals. And once you send it out, you are no longer in control of it. You do not ask for it to come back because you forgot something. You do not try to manipulate or control who or what it's going to. When you release the thought form, you trust. You trust that there is something higher, greater, more. You trust the universe and the source energy to take that thought form in its purest intention and bring to you what you desire. If this brings up a little bit of fear, or you're not sure where you're going or what direction you're going in or how you're serving or what you're doing or anything like that, I really would love to have a Magical Mothering business strategy session with you. This is 2 full sessions, and we go through and collaborate and create an entire framework and foundation for you on a very personal level. So know that this is very much a option if you are feeling a little fearful about creating this thought form without all the details involved. Know that there is absolutely support and encouragement and a way to really collaborate together to create a solid foundation for this thought form to then be sent out. Know that you can do these thought forms not only in marketing, but in your relationships. Know that you can do these thought forms in your financial world. You can do these thought forms in your health. You can do these thought forms for absolutely every aspect of your life. But I would like for you to see that they are all integrated rather than health over here, finances over here, business over here, kids over here, relationship over there. I want you to really see these as an integrated framework. And so when you're creating your marketing thought form, I would like for you to be mindful that you are not isolating financial success or business success in and of itself, but you're integrating your relationships, your children, your lifestyle desires, your beingness, your spiritual health, your mental health, your physical health into this thought form so that you're integrating each aspect of your life, not isolating them. So in the workbook this week, in the PDF workbook, I will make sure to include a list of all the different categories that are in your life so that you can write a very clear desire, and then when you're creating your thought form, you can go forth and make sure to integrate every one of these aspects into that thought form when you're working with it for the whole week. These are powerful ways of creating a lifestyle that is for you. This whole month we've been reprogramming and really reactivating our way of being. And so I want you to know very clearly that your thoughts are that powerful. As you start intentionally creating thought forms, as you start intentionally putting into thoughts to send out, your life will become that much more intentional. And yet at the same time, again, knowing that this is to be released, knowing that you are not going to control it after it's been released, and know that you are guided and have the trust that is needed to be taken care of. I am so incredibly excited to hear how these thought forms create a new way for you. I'm excited to hear what comes into your life from these. So please go into the Magical Mothering Method website and go into the forums and share your interactions, share your thoughts, share your thought forms, share your experiences. And this again is all included in the donation on the Magical Mothering Method website. I am so grateful for being a part of your healing journey, and I will see you soon.